King93 here, and welcome to episode 43 of Building This Minecraft City. And we are finally back with it though. Now from the last episode that we finished off the parking lot for the cars. So what we're now going to need to work on though is need to work on the bus parking lot now. But the problem with that though is its current layout. Like, I don't know exactly how to do this though, because it's my first time actually making an actual bus parking lot though. So I'm gonna definitely be new to this. Well, first things first, I gotta do a little bit of this real quick. Oh, darn it. Now, if I do sound tired, though, which I most likely do, though, that is because I literally woke up 17 minutes ago. Now, I have to see how long these buses are, though. I didn't really check that, though, to be honest. Fiddlesticks. There we go. And to be honest though, I didn't even want to like record early in the morning. It was the only way to at least get one video done. I just wanted to go back to sleep, but I physically can't now that I'm wide awake. And this is gonna take me forever to clear out all by myself, though. It's gonna take me forever. Which is why I want to work on this giant area first, though. Just to make it easier on myself. Because unfortunately, the world edit does not want to work, apparently. No, you would also not believe this stuff, but I was talking to one of my friends though, who has never been on my channel once because she plays on an Xbox. She actually wants to help with the city, which I was very shocked by. But I did tell her though that unfortunately though, without a Microsoft account though, she can't really do that. So, but lucky for me, when I get home today from work, I will get PlayStation Plus on another PlayStation account for a year, so me and her can work on the city. So me and her can work on our own Minecraft city. Now I'm gonna use the 3 add-ons I used it for this one as well, though. The Roads Plus, Trains, and the City Pack. Which is true though, on PlayStation, you need PlayStation Plus just to use something that an Xbox uses. Which in my opinion though seems completely stupid. Like, why would you need a PlayStation accessibility though to use something for Xbox? That's just my confusion. Now I just realized that I've been working on the Government if you .exe these hardcore series, and not really my hardcore series. If you're also wondering why I put those blocks back though, it's because I don't want to like screw myself up even further. Further though, you know? Great, now I got the hiccups. Wait, is this an actual square? Look, goddamn, that looks like a square, but come to think of it though, it's actually more of a rectangle. If you look at it like this, it's more of a rectangle. If you look at it like this, it's a square, but I think it's actually a rectangle though, but I'm not sure. Okay, well, first things first, let's just stick some of this stuff down my inventory that I don't really need at the moment. Like this I don't need, and that stuff I don't need. But now what I need to do though is I need to get the bus spawn egg. Dashboard 1? What is this? Oh! Isn't... It's an air traffic control thing. Let's get this spawn egg off of the bus. There we go. Whoa! That thing is massive. Wait, can you? Wait, hold on. I want to see if I can try to, like, sit in, like, another seat, though. Can I? Nope. You can't sit. You can't stick numerous people in one vehicle. Damn it. So that's not gonna work out, though. Man, this thing's got a lot of frickin' health. Damn, that thing's got a lot of frickin' health. There we go. But the fact that, like, I need to, what's really disappointing though is the fact that you can't stay in the same bus, though, is really sad, in my opinion. Which means it's pointless to make this a bus lot, though, but I'm still gonna make it just in case. You know? So that the city needs to have a bus lot. Even if you can't fit in the same bus, though. The fact that this is going to take me forever just to complete, though, means that this song might need to be a two-parter episode. Come to think about it. So I just realized something. We're free to fit. What the hell? Why is everyone in Blockman? What? Hold on. Hold on. There we go. How did I not realize that there was a freaking block missing there? How did I not realize that? But also, unfortunately, I can't fix these. They're gonna have to be how it is, though, unfortunately. Like the rest of the parking lot stuff, I can't fix without fixing anything else. Unfortunately, it's a real pain in the butt, but unfortunately, it is what it is. Now, actually, I just realized something on how I can make the bus lot, though, much easier. I could use the bus to actually help me out with this, though. But the problem is, though, is I want to see if there's, like, a school bus vehicle, though, with the city pack, though, but I highly doubt it. Apparently the Roads Plus add-on though actually comes with some vehicles. Which are the 3D ones. Here's what I don't understand. When it comes to yes Series 2 videos though, with Freddy Plays Freddy's Ultimate Tycoon episode 1 and 2, the views are definitely way different. The first one only has 6 views, but the second one has 150. And I am super confused by that. I'm probably thinking of the FNAF 2 movie. I'm probably thinking because of the FNAF 2 movie or something. I don't know. But episode 3 will not be able to be a thing just yet until FNAF 3 becomes a thing. Until FNAF 3 gets released. For the game. Which is the truth. FNAF 3 is not part of the game yet though, it still says coming soon. For FNAF 3, even though I haven't checked it this morning yet. Let me see real quick. Let's see if there actually is a school bus. Though it's in this city pack. Right now, not. Yeah, there isn't one. Darn it. It would have been really, really cool though if there actually was, though, to be honest. Like, in my opinion, though, it actually would have been really, really cool to actually have a school bus on this add-on, though. Oh no, wait, they do have one. A bus. Whoa. Wait, can you actually... Oh, this is what you call bus donuts on air. Wait, did the engine just shut off? When I hopped... Wait. Ooh. Kapow. So note to yourself, there is a bus though, which you're not going to need one of them though, unfortunately, to assist me with doing this though. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to grab the bus, not this one, but this one, because this one can actually help me out with trying to figure out like what I am gonna need though. No, this is obviously gonna need to be a two-parter though. Because what I'm gonna need to do though is this. Once I get all this grass out, I'm filling it all full of black, like dark asphalt. Oh. One of my friends just messaged me. And you would not believe who actually just messaged me. So, I'm not sure if you guys remember this though, but remember when I made that one video though about like what happened between me and a certain PSN user music_player000? Well, me and him are now friends again. Because we figured out who started the rumor. And I'm not gonna mention who though, because to be honest, I forgot who actually started the rumor. To be honest. But out of nowhere, like he became friends with me again, and that just completely shocked me. Like, one day, I was just minding my own business, and all of a sudden, I'm like, huh? What the heck? Like, it just completely shocked me to my core. I was not expecting that at all. Oh, darn it. There we go. Wait, that's his garbage truck. That's not a freaking bus. That's a garbage truck. Get that out of here. Where's the bus? Where's the bus? No, let's go. Ah, here's the bus. Wow, I nearly spawned in a freaking garbage truck. Well, finally, it's almost finished, though. Well, I'm glad this is nearly dug out, though. Like, I'm finally glad that I knew that this is nearly dug out, because this took me forever to do. Yep, it was a rectangle. There we go. Ah. Fiddlesticks. And last block. There we go. Finally. If I don't know why I'm just throwing out those, because I need to build this part a specific way, though. No, I could have those two different types of buses, though, but then it's just gonna look confusing on which bus I used for like the school and whatnot, though. Since I am technically the only one on this server, though, as well, though. Well, world, more like. So I am technically the only one on this world, though. Because unfortunately, I still don't have help yet, though. My friend Connor's still unsure if he's going to be joining back to Minecraft. Now I'm just gonna fill this in for right now though with this though. Now, unfortunately though, due to certain circumstances though, well, actually not necessarily certain circumstances though, but the thing is though, like after I get ready for work though, I'm gonna see how much time I have left, and that can determine if I have enough time to record one more video before I have to go. Because this is going to take me forever to do. And I mean forever to do. still a bit of an issue though. Even though this is part 43, episode 43 of building a Minecraft city, there's still one thing that bothers me a little bit though, and that is single player. I'm not a fan of single player like I used to be. Like, single player was fine though, back then though, but nowadays though, multiplayer though is just top tier now for me, but unfortunately, it's difficult to play multiplayer nowadays. Because either my friends are busy, or I'm busy, or, you know, they're not online. Yeah. Which does make me upset though, but not upset to the point where I, like, still don't play or record anything. Even though it does make me upset, it doesn't make me that upset. It's not really a big deal though nowadays though. I'm just saying in general though, that multiplayer though is a lot better than single player. Even though multiplayer though, it does have a chance of getting griefed though. Like if you're playing like on a Minecraft world though, in multiplayer though, it does have a chance of getting griefed. So I could see a POV with, so I could see someone's POV with that. Darn it, stupid stick drift. Unfortunately, it's permanent. Now, when I get paid though, what I'm going to do though is this. I'm going to get PlayStation Plus on another account, one of my other accounts though, on PlayStation, for the yearly subscription as well. Even though I'm not going to really have it for long until I get a PS5. But I do plan on making another city world though, just not as like videos though and whatnot though, just with one of my friends. Which is the same friend that I mentioned that actually wants to help make this city world. Which I'm not gonna lie though, is not a bad idea. Because I had one on this account though, but the bad news is when I had to do a factory reset though, it actually deleted that Microsoft account to the point where Microsoft doesn't even see that as an account name anymore. Not sure why. Like, that just confuses me a whole lot there. Now the thing is though, what I'm gonna need to do though is when I build like the area for the buses though, I need to put them on an angle. Because that is like an actual school thing. But I don't think it goes for like every single school district though. In the United States though, but I definitely know it goes for my school district, which I'm not gonna name which one it is though, due to private reasons. And safety reasons too. Because whenever certain those, I do not want to be tracked down. But obviously though, since I now have a job though, it's now I'm also working 3 days in a row though. Today, tomorrow, and Sunday. What really annoys me though is that today and tomorrow it's like 9 to 5. Even though today is only 7.5 hours. Yeah, you heard me right. 7.5 hours? How does that make any damn? But it is what it is. But to be honest though, money is still money. And even though it's part-time though, I don't freaking care. I'm working 3 days in a row, to be honest. But the good news is, though, is this. The reason why, though... Okay, so, the reason why... So, I talked to my mom last night, though, about, like, you know, about, like, how much are we getting from my paycheck, though, and what goes into my savings and whatnot. I'm only getting $150, though, which is actually the amount I'm looking for. Because not only does that give me access to the year subscription for PlayStation Plus, but that's also going to help me though with the what's it called? With the add-ons as well though. That I'm going to need to get though for the City World that I plan to do with one of my friends, who I only met in person once. But she's a really good friend, I'm not gonna lie. And she's actually one of the ones that got me into country music. Now, I'm not gonna lie though, I'm not really a big fan of country music though, back then. But when she told me like all about country songs though and whatnot though, I started to get interested. Something that doesn't sound like me at all. But yeah, that's the truth. She was the one that got me into country music besides my brother. But overall, though, like, country music, though, is really good. Very soothing. So, one of these days, though, I'm probably going to add some, like, country music songs, though, to my Spotify playlist. I haven't fully decided on that yet, though. So I want to get some suggestions from her, though. And if you're using pronouns incorrectly, though, I'm actually not. My friend that I'm talking about is a she. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to split this up, though, into 2 separate videos. Though. Because what I'm going to do, though, is this. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to do an episode 43, and then do the buses in episode 35. Now, why do I keep saying 30? So I can do, like, so what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to finish off, like, the area, though, for the buses, though, in episode 43, and then do the actual bus parking spots, though, in episode 44. Because I need to get ready for work soon, which is why episode 44, though, might actually also happen today, though. It all depends. Well, one thing for certain, though, is like this. So it's going to be up at like 6 a.m. for the next 2 days. I can actually record in the morning, then get ready for work, and then see what else and then see if I have any spare time to record or not, though. But one thing that I just also realized, though, is this. When it comes to recording, though, as well, though, I can only do it at specific times on specific days. Like, if I'm going to be busy all day, though, or I just don't feel like recording at the moment, though. Like, I don't have to record every day, though. Because recording every day is going to become stressful on me. Which is why there are days I don't record and days that I do. Because it's just to help out with like the pressure though between my job and YouTube. Will I quit YouTube? That is a definite no. I am not quitting YouTube. I am not quitting. Over 4 years of this stuff though. I am not doing that. The only way for me to quit YouTube is under one circumstance. I'm DEAD. That's the only way for me to quit YouTube, is if I'm dead. IRL. But I highly doubt that'll ever happen. No, anytime soon, so hopefully I don't get to like in an accident or something to the point where I do die. I hope not. Because then I'm going to be miserable. Like, very miserable. Now, one thing, so I talked to my mom though, because I used to go to church every Sunday. I used to, but I don't anymore though, because the new owners were just very disrespectful to my mom. And I was not, and when she told me that, I was like, oh, that's valid. We shouldn't be in a place that disrespects people. So what happened though was, this happened when I was very, very young. Well, not very, very young though. Not when I was like a toddler though, but when I was a kid. The church I went to was neither Catholic nor Christian, which confused me. Why would there be a church though that doesn't follow any religion? It turns out you can believe in God without needing to be religious. Yeah. That confuses me still nowadays, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I believe in God. Because there are times where I pray. Even though no one really sees it though, because I tend to keep it to myself though. Because I used to have a Christian girlfriend. Given the reason why I was praying again. Well, 2, actually. If you wonder why I'm saying I had 2 Christian girlfriends, that was because I'm single again. But I'll go into detail about that at a different time. For right now, though, and when I mean a different time, I mean a different time, though. Not on a day that I have work. So I might explain it either Monday or Wednesday. I haven't fully decided yet which day, though. That's going to take up a lot of explanation time, though. Now, when I'm done, also when I'm done getting ready for work, though, I'm also going to need to eat some breakfast. As well, though, because I'm getting extremely hungry. Now, there's actually one gift card, though, that I never knew could be used on anything. And that's Razer Gold. I don't know if you guys heard of it, though, but there's a gift card out there called Razer Gold. And I looked up what it's used for, and it shocked me. I thought Razer Gold was something for, like, beauty care. Because, and I mean completely wrong. Razer Gold is like is a gaming gift card. Not what I was actually expecting. Which means that here's an example. If your store runs out of like Xbox gift cards, for example, and you have an Xbox and you want to purchase something on Xbox though, but there's no more Xbox gift cards left, just get a Razer Gold. And I have evidence that Razer Gold works for Xbox as well as PlayStation, but I think it also works for Steam too. I'm not sure, or maybe only Steam and PlayStation. I don't remember though. It's because I looked up a few days ago. Well, I was coming home from work. Or something like that, I think. Wait, was it work? I think it was. Well, obviously though, once I'm done with this stuff though, I'm gonna end the video though, so I can get ready for work and eat breakfast and whatnot. And then once I'm done getting ready for work and eating breakfast though, that will determine on if I have any more time left to do episode 44. Now, I could prep it, though, for episode 44, though, to be honest. Though, I could actually do that, though. Which basically would mean, like, I would prep it in episode 43. Like, just for, like, the hot bar and stuff, though, you know? Because I'm gonna need I technically only need 3 things, though. The block I'm using right now, the bus, and the diagonal lines. Now, something has also been brought to my attention. And that is this right here. Right here. You see how this, like, goes straight right here, though? I don't want. Let me just see something real quick here. Damn it. That actually looks way better, though, actually, in my opinion. So, unfortunately, though, I can only extend it out, though, to do the width, not the length of the pocket spots, so unfortunately. Oh, wait, it looks like they need to extend this portion out by 1 extra block. Now, also, though, that does remind me, though, if Connor does not return to Minecraft, though, which is still his decision, though, if he does or doesn't, though, because he's still unsure, and I'm not pushing him any, I'm not going to ask him for, like, until, like, oh, wait, I just realized something. I won't be able to play multiplayer Minecraft, though, starting April 8th, 2026. I won't be able to. I just realized. So I'm going to grab this out, so I can fix this over here, though, real quick. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now what I'm going to need to do, though, is I'm now going to grab this out, so I can start doing a little bit of that. But, yeah. Alright, guys, this is episode... Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized I'm not quite done yet. I still have to do this patch of grass right here. I almost forgot to clear this out before I ended the episode. Wow, good thing I caught that. Because if I didn't, then that would have been crazy. Now, here's the thing, though. There's always going to be a bus entrance, though. But unfortunately, though, due to the roundabout there... So due to that roundabout, that's not going to be a bus entrance, though. It's only going to be a car entrance. But the fact that we only have sports cars, though, not like regular cars, though, means that all sports cars, though, which means that all vehicles that people are going to own in this city, though, are going to be sports car only. Now, if you also look, you see how, like, that doesn't line up perfectly, though? What kind of bothers me, though? I'm not fixing it. Because that's going to take up way too much time to fix. Now, something that's also just gave me an idea, though, is this. Though. Because, like I said, though, so what I'm going to need to do, though, is this. Well, I'm actually going to do this. I'm actually going to work on the bus line episode 43, though. Actually, no, I can't, though. Because it's after 7 o'clock, though, and I need to get ready for work, though. So, unfortunately... Well, what I could do, though, is I could at least spawn the bus in, though, and have it go on, like, an angle, though. I could do that. Well, the thing is, though, I don't think it will go on an angle, though. let me just give it a try. Let me just see real quick. Oh wow, it is on an angle. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna need to start the bus staying right here though. So this is where I'm gonna need to start the first line though, I think. Or I'm gonna be able to scooch it down a little bit though, I don't know. I don't know yet though. That's gonna be saved for episode 44. This is episode 43 of this building a Minecraft city. So guys, make sure you smack that like button if you do plan on subscribing. Definitely your choice. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss another Government 93 episode. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.